Hey guys, I want to make a quick video just on the Temple of Aminishi mechanics on the bosses because I feel like it would be pretty helpful to have a video really early on since it's just the first day pretty much. So I have a couple of my solo kills that I'm going to go through. Um, so first we start off with this Sanctum Guardian. A lot of people say they have problems with her, but she's pretty basic as long as you know all the mechanics. So I'm gonna start playing this. First thing to note is you're gonna want a sunshine right here at the start of the kill. Um, More on that later, but yeah, you'll see like very soon why that matters. But yeah, basically you just want to be able to sunshine directly north. North is this way because the compass is upside down. So yeah, like directly north of her. Um, so we should get all the moves off like right away. So we got the purple blob thing that it just threw. That's a range hit. So per range. You should start the kill with per range, by the way. Because it always starts with range. So it threw another range. You can run away from these range hits also, but I usually don't bother. The range hit, and here when she goes under and there's like water right here, it's gonna come up all the water, and then you have to switch to melee pray. You just have to flick your prayer. You just kind of got to know that mechanic is coming up. There's not very much tell to it. It's pretty quick, so you just got to be ready for it. Back to range hits, and here's why you stun right here. So as you can see, I'm positioned on this side of my sunshine, and the water it just split right here. So like the water attack, it won't hit me because it starts like right next to me, and then he goes around fully one circle. So I can just move over here, and I'm still my sunshine. So yeah, I think it's really important to be able to sunshine or just to sunshine right here. And then we get to another range hit, and then she does this attack. Puts a bar over your head. Wherever you place, kind of similar to like AOD bomb, where when the bar runs out, it places a bomb. So you want to place, or not bomb, but like smoke. You'll see. But also she did another melee protect. Usually when she does this attack, she'll do a melee attack with it. So you probably want to play mage when she gives you this blue bar thing. But or melee, my bad. So the smoke's gonna appear, and then you run away from it. Obviously, you don't want it in your path because just in case something happens, get the water. The water comes out again. That always comes out after that blue bar attack. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much all the mechanics there are. I mean, once you learn the mechanics and you just learn how her attacks work, and there was a melee hit with that if you saw that, and then I'm gonna do the melee thing again. And I'll lay the smoke down, just come back over here, make sure don't get hit by that water gun thing. And then yeah, just repeat. I guess there's one more thing I can talk about. The minions. I think it's after the third or fourth water rotation, she spawns minions. Probably the third. I usually just pray range and then just devotion, and then kill them for the extended devotion. So yeah, I mean, really not much to it besides those mechanics. So move on to the next boss, I guess. Like right over here. Here we go. So this boss, he's a spinny one. Masuta. You need to run away from him. That's basically like a big part of it is running away from him, especially in the first phase. He has 3 phases basically. So the first phase here, I usually just meta off the bat and just run him around. I don't actually know what all of his attacks do yet entirely. one of them he like summons a minion and like they just I don't know. As long as you're playing melee, you shouldn't have that much of a problem. And here's the spin attack. I have a feeling that the spin attack does more damage as you like the more hits you take, the more damage it deals. So it starts off really low and then it ramps up really fast. I've been hit like 4Ks with it, so yeah, it can get pretty scary. So you can also devotion it, so it's a good thing to keep in mind if you're like running away from him and he's catching you. And then there's this attack. These purple things start appearing. Basically, they turn into like mist, and if the water hits you, like if they hit you, it'll deal like 4K magic. So I'm not sure like what the intention of this mechanic is, but I just started going north when this happens. Because you can run away from all of them. So I just run away and they all explode over there and like I don't have to deal with any of that. And so I'll pulverize you. Yeah, I don't know. Some of it's like like doesn't really do anything. You just play melee, should be fine. But I guess like the spinning one is pretty important to know. Like you can devotion it and stuff like that. Alright. And then once you get him to 270k, that's pretty much phase 1. But when he goes to 270k, he will go into phase 2. And this is where he goes invulnerable. You want to play mage at this point. And he starts spawning these water things. These water things are pretty easy to kill, but you need to stand next to them when you kill them because they give you a buff, and the buff reduces the damage of his third phase. So each one you kill gives you 5% damage reduction. So yeah, you just keep killing them, and eventually you'll get up to like 70-ish% damage reduction, I think. Probably around 70 if you get all of them, that is. If you don't stand next to them, you don't get the damage reduction. So yeah. But one thing that's important to note is like it's kind of hard to tell when he's gonna become uninvulnerable, like when he's gonna become vulnerable or whatever. So you just gotta like look out for it. Usually around like 60%. Like I'm at 60% here, and this is when he goes vulnerable. And then he starts using a range attack instantly. So I pray range. And then I'm still looking at him because he does that magic attack. I guess I haven't covered that yet, but yeah. Well, I'll talk more about it here in a second after I kill this last water fiend. Alright, so phase 3. Basically, he has a range attack and a mage attack. He does some amount of range attack. I don't know what it is. Seems pretty random. And then he does a mage attack. These things flying around are the range, and then the mage is when he like shoots a purple mist at you. So basically, you just DPS him and prayer flick. I mean, pretty much all there is to this phase. Just you know, just deal with that. Just prayer flick properly, and shouldn't be that big of a deal. And yeah, I think that's about it for this boss. And of course we got Seiryu. So a lot of people have had problems with him, and including me. And you know, I've been a little tilted by the solo, but just want to go over his mechanics just to help you guys out if you're having troubles with him. So alright. Start the kill. He has 4 main attacks. Here's the first one. Right off the bat, he throws this purple smoke cloud. It's not always this. His first attack can be any of his attacks, I believe. But on this kill, he threw this. This is just, you pray mage. That's it. There's nothing, like, it splits and then it goes to you and then... Now, if you see on the left here, you can see his hand, or his, whatever you want to call that. His hand or whatever goes into the ground. There's like black stuff. At this point, you need to move. So you can see I'm already clicking here because that is going to spawn something under you and it's going to deal like 4k typeless damage if you don't move. And it'll just tick over and over again. So there's the thing that you have to dodge, and he actually did it twice, which it doesn't always happen. The specs are random order as far as I can tell. So yeah. And of course this Dragon Breath attack. Pretty much just res it or devo it. Sometimes I just tank it. Because like if you know all the mechanics of this fight, it's not very food intensive, so yeah. Right, here's his next. I think there's the last normal attack basically. So he will, your whole screen will turn like light blue, and then there'll be like a arrow pointing somewhere on the minimap and on the ground, and you basically want to move so that where like there's going to be a line from that arrow to wherever you are of like hands. There's like hands that come out of the ground. And if you're inside of those hands, they'll deal like 4k typeless damage. So you basically just want to dodge them. So yeah, I usually try and make it so that it doesn't go on my sunshine. But yeah. Alright, so actually there's one more attack. Oh, here it is. Perfect. So he just kind of nodded his head right here. He threw out this arrow of hands. These can come out like any of these like anywhere in front of him basically. That's why I usually sunshine in the middle because it's easier to dodge most of the time. But yeah, you just dodge those. It's kind of overwhelming at first, all these mechanics, because they all come out at once. They're very you have to be on your feet when you're doing this boss. If you're not, you're just gonna die. You're just gonna die to typeless damage. So another set of hands coming from that Shadow Realm thing. And then we're on to once you get him to 7.2 mil HP, he will fall asleep or whatever he's doing there. And you can jump onto his back. And you DPS the crystal. I just go with an onslaught right away usually. I mean, the main goal of the fight obviously is to kill all three of the crystals on the back. I mean, I think most people know that by now, but I'm really just making this just to overview the mechanics, not necessarily like have a guide, you know, just to help out people might be wondering how certain mechanics might work or certain ways to work around mechanics. And you see on the minimap, the healers, these things heal him. So basically, they'll heal the crystal if they get to Seiryu. So I just wait until 6 of them are on the map, and then I'll stop DPSing the crystal, jump back over, and my Virtus Wand has Coroming 3 on it. So I put that on, and I attack one of the middle ones, and then use Chain, and yeah, you just like kill them. I mean, it's not really that difficult. You really don't need Coroming, but it does help, like, because those things are kind of annoying to target in my opinion. They're small and they move like kind of slow. I don't know. And then you just go back up, and I usually DPS until I get pulled down here. Also, you can't soul split these, by the way. Just some more info. So I got pulled down, and then I Coroming switch, tag one middle ones, and then there we go. I mean, and then after that point, that's pretty much all the mechanics of Seiryu. I mean, it's a lot of this dungeon is just the same mechanics over and over again. Especially the last fight in the solo. Oh man. Alright. But anyways, I hope this helps you guys. If you got any questions, just I guess you can comment, but I'm always streaming pretty much, so just come check me out on Twitch and see if I can help out. Thanks for watching, guys. Yep.